Hi, this is Natalie from nataliethecoach.com, and I wanted to talk today about this concept of being Gumby in relationships. I see it a lot with women, but I'm going to confess this conversation came from a chat I was having with a friend of mine earlier, a dear friend of mine. And we're talking about how we do this in a relationship. We've done it in almost every single one of our relationships, where we go in and we don't notice we notice the red flags and the intuitions about how this isn't going to be a situation where we're going to get our needs and wants met, but we go for it anyway because we're like, if only I can change somehow, if only I can kind of morph in some way or be flexible in a certain way or take responsibility for, oh, but maybe it's because I'm doing this or saying that. Basically, changing ourselves, morphing ourselves into someone that can fit into their life, right? Not how can we build a life together, but how can I change in some way so that I can fit into your life and make it easy for you to get what you need and want instead of me focusing on what I need and want, slash, how can we both get what we need and want out of this situation, right? So I'm trying to wrap my life around you versus we're really, really co-creating and building a life together. So do you do this? Do you Gumby yourself in a relationship? I sure as hell know I did. Most of my relationships I did. Even this last one, even as much as like Bob and I did our best to fulfill that in each other, but it's something I have that I lose myself in a relationship somehow. And I'm working on it. I've gotten better at it. With each relationship, I get better and better at doing that. But it still happens, and it's still something for me to pay attention to. And the reason I bring it up is for you to pay attention to it too. Like, are you Gumbying yourself? Are you putting your needs and wants on the back burner? Are you trying to justify somehow that this isn't what you want? Because in my situation, I'll give you a personal example. In my last relationship, I just never felt settled. Actually, and that's been the thing with all of them. I've not felt settled. I've not felt grounded. I haven't felt like this person really is committing to me in a way that has me feel solid. And so instead of saying there's something off in the relationship or there's something about what they're doing that's not having me feel grounded, I would come in and say, well, maybe I need to be more open-minded, and maybe I need to like not be so needy, and maybe I need to not be selfish, and maybe I need to be more flexible. Instead of looking at them and the relationship, I just would always look at me and then try and be all flexy and Gumby about it. So that was my situation. And I'm seeing it in a much better light now of how can I be grounded and solid in myself and not feel like I have to be so flexible all of the time. So again, my question is, are you Gumbying in a relationship? Are you feeling like you have to be the one that's always changing and morphing and being flexible in the relationship? Are they also willing to do that for you? Are you feeling grounded? Are they giving you a sense of groundedness? Are you on the same page and wanting to build a life together? Or are you wrapping your life around theirs? Some things to consider, some things to take note of. And another place to feel into is your intuition speaking to you about these things and you're not listening. Hope this has served. Love you so much. And I know and I believe that the more awareness we have around these things, the more we can shift them and approach our next relationship with so much more intention and care and loving, and also a sense of self and protection of self here. Love you. And again, this is Natalie from nataliethecoach.com.